Welcome to the north, the northerlymost point of the island. This particular place I am in right now is a known seal colony, and it's actually closer to Scotland, which is 14 miles away in that direction, than it is the capital, Douglas, here on the Isle of Man. I've got this beautiful veranda all to myself, completely alone here. You can look out there, other than a few seals which I've seen bobbing around. Might go and check them out later, but I'm going to put a Dutch commando tent here, and we'll get fully rigged up and I'll show you all my gear and everything for the night, and I'm really looking forward to this one. Tonight's shelter, I believe the correct name is the Dutch Special Forces tent or something. Door either side, pretty heavy duty, it's like a canvassy material. First time I've ever set it up, but I don't think it's a two-man tent, it's more of a one-man tent, but I'm quite pleased. Let's get the rest of the sleep system set up and I'll show you what else I've got. Let's have a look around camp, shall we? Bergen, I just had some small bits in that. That's a Berghaus Crusader, it's massive. You've seen me camp with that before, but when you've got a vehicle, you can bring everything, and I have. Dutch Army foam roll mat, lightweight British Army sleeping bag. I've got the M6 British MRE ration pack, so that's a 24-hour ration pack. No idea what's in it. Some of this is surplus, some of this isn't. The tent obviously is, and the sleep system is, as is the food. Now, when it talks to food, I have got the fishing rod, which I'll move on to. If we can catch fish off here, then we're having fish as well. Now, that there is a Thermarest sleeping pillow. No need to be a peasant, anybody can be uncomfortable. Some mess tins, water bottle, another water bottle, camp chair, jet boil. This here is a tiny rappel, so basically it's a light, but it also, if any bugs start kicking off, I can put bug repellent in there and it gets rid of them. AeroPress, I do enjoy coffee. Fire lighting kit, skillet if I catch fish. First aid kit, just that if I wipe myself down after being in the water. So I have got some freediving gear, you'll notice the fins, etc. Looks like there's a natural reef off there, so I might go and have a skeet just to see. Jetpack, so anyone who knows the Isle of Man know that up north here, the currents are quite fast moving, but we are between tides right now, so it's probably a really good time to go in. Fishing tackle box, I've got a candle lantern there. The fishing rod, that's actually the boat one. It's not ideal for casting off the beach, but it'll do its job. And that is basically my sleep system. Got a few more bits and bobs in the Defender. I'll talk you through where I got a lot of this stuff from as well, because I know some people are interested, certainly in the military surplus world. So what I'll do first is get caffeinated, then get in the drink. The time is now 5 to 7. We've probably got another hour to 2 hours of daylight left. Got a little bit of sun in the sky there. Sun's still all right in the sky, so visibility should be good. I've got absolutely no idea what to expect in here. I flew the drone over for a look. I've seen a few seals. Off this part of the island, catch sharks, you can catch topefish straight off the shoreline here. Poor beagle sharks have been caught off the shoreline here, just a bit further up. So yeah, sharks do hunt at sunset, so it'd be excellent to bump into something out there. I also want to scout out whether it's worth having a fish, if there's any fish in there. Let's go. Currents are quite strong. I'm going to get the jetpack. So it's well known the north of the island here has quite strong currents. I do not recommend diving up here on your own or freediving, even snorkeling or swimming without a spotter, but I'm an experienced freediver and I've got a jetpack. So literally just got out of the water, just drying myself down. My freediving gear is still all here and literally 5-6 seals have just gone past. It's typical, I was literally in the water. I'm going to flash the drone up, send it over there now and have a look. And then I'm getting on these MRE rations because I'm starving. Warm gear's fully on now. This is quite a busy little shipping lane, this. I've seen quite a lot of large vessels go past. I've seen loads of seals as well while I've been getting ready. So, just before I get into the MRE pack, I've just set up my camp chair. And the sleep system is now in, so lightweight sleeping bag as is, foam roll mat, and we've got the pillow. I have dropped the mesh at the top there down so we have some ventilation. And I've also turned this on, which is the bug repellent. And so far so good. It's also a light for later on, so it gives us a nice little bit of light when it starts getting dark. Sun's starting to go down now. Let's get into it. So, 24-hour ration pack. British. I've had all sorts of these. I've had Norwegian ones, American ones. I've even had some Russian ones. Right, what we got? Okay, start your engines. One thing about ration packs is they're fairly designed to make sure you do not need a poo in the field. They're guaranteed to block you up, so bear that one in mind. So what we got here, Indonesian spicy rice with pork. Got an all-day breakfast. Pasta bolognese. I think I've done all right here actually. Oh, chili peanuts. Some sort of bar. Apricot flavoured sort of dressing. Right, we've got vanilla flavour cake. That might be what that dressing is for. Oatmeal block. Energy powder. Basically pure sugar. More energy powder, water purification tablets, fire lighting means isotonic drink, so electrolytes, equal amounts of carbs, sugars, etc. Hot chocolate, they're really good. Dental gum, not had that before. Can't always brush your teeth, I suppose. Decent style spork, tissues, alcohol, wipes, instant coffee, sugar, tea, chocolate orange mini cookies, get in. So there you go, that's what you get. The menus are different, you can Google them all online. Good thing about military rations is you can pretty much consume them hot or cold, but I think I'll heat this one up. So this is pasta bolognese. Energy drink's not bad. Don't know if there's caffeine in it, hope not, this time of night. Pasta bolognese, it certainly smells good. It is good. I didn't realise it's actually pork bolognese as well. Huh. Thumbs up from me. Next up, vanilla flavour cake. Gonna liven this up a bit. Oh, start your engines on that apricot stuff. Bit of flavour. Doesn't look great. Not bad. So, just while I'm cracking on with the culinary delights of the British military, the lighthouse that's about 400 metres away from me, Point of Air Lighthouse, had the drone flying around it earlier on. That is the oldest lighthouse on the Isle of Man. It was built in 1818. There's also some foghorns up here as well, and quite a few World War II bunkers. Look at that. The sky is looking great. I've just set up a little time lapse on the iPhone. Hopefully that comes out nicely. The colours are looking good. Okay, next mission. I need to find some firewood. Last bit of energy for the firewood collection. Chili peanuts. Bit lacking chili. A lot of salt. Another seal out there. You can see it swimming around. It's just ducked under. Just out getting some firewood. And you can see in the distance there, Scotland. There's quite a few seals hunting up and down the coast. As you can see them diving for fish. So there must be fish out here. What a spot, hey? What a spot all to myself. I'll have a cast with a lure shortly. It's very scarce on the firewood front. Oh, there's loads of seals out there now. Getting a little bit of wood together now. You can see the remnants of also some crabs. Seen quite a few fish bones along here as well. Yeah. Brings out the inner kid combing the beach. Oh, there you go. Another decent bit of wood there. Might have a fire after all. Go on then, what do you think this animal was? Sort of see a jaw, some teeth there. It's got fur. Is that a rabbit maybe? It's quite long. Spine. No idea. There you go, another seal on the hunt. Doing alright here for firewood. I'm going to drop this firewood back and get the rod. The seals are out hunting, there's fish out there. Little weedless lure, that's what we're going to work with. Let's see if we can get anything in the water. Well, no bites tonight. I think I'm going to go get the fire going now and then we'll have a bit of a chat. The sky, you can't really see it, there's all sorts of colours behind me. I'm just in absolute awe of the amount of marine life just cutting past where I am. I must have seen 40 seals up to now, which is probably why I can't get any fish. Been sat here now for about half an hour, 40 minutes, just tearing through the wood. The sun has set, so I don't know how much daylight we've got left. But yeah, what a spot. I'm really buzzing with this place actually. I think what I'll do is I will come up to this area again, but I'll probably do it via the boat, come up round the coast and pull the boat up on the beach. That way we can get a little bit further out, we can follow the seals around, it would be a lot safer because swimming out there, although it looks idyllic, is not ideal due to the current going across the north of the island. So military surplus gear then, let's talk about it. I think post-COVID, the wild camping community went a little bit wild. You know, a lot of people weren't going on holiday, so they were spending a fortune on tents. I did, I've attributed to this. I bought a Hilleberg Solo, which is probably close to £1,000 tent these days. But I like to think I did put it to the test on the mountain. 80 odd mile an hour winds. A lot of people want to get into camping and, you know, with the energy bills crisis and cost of living going through the roof, I really don't think, and this is only my opinion, you need to fork out on dead expensive gear. You can go and buy the likes of cheap Euro hike tents, which do the job. Some of my best wild camps are in £30–40 tents. But military surplus gear, although it is a little bit heavier, it's basically indestructible. This tent here, I think it weighs about 6 or 7 kilograms. Fair play, you know, you might not want to be walking 20 miles with that in a backpack, certainly when you've got the tents that weigh 800–900 grams these days, but they're a trade-off. If you go lightweight, you're not getting the same sort of protection in my opinion. I've had all the Lanchan tents and ultralight bike packing style gear, and I have to say I'm a big fan of military surplus because it does what it says it's going to do, and it's relatively simple. This tent here behind me, it's a 2-man tent, but it's got zips either side. You can basically daisy chain these. You can put 3 together if you want, and they range anywhere between 40 and 70 pounds depending on where you buy them from. So here on the island, and this is by no means sponsored, Barry is a friend of mine. He owns a military surplus store. It's probably one of the best ones in the country, never mind the island. And basically I went in there today. He sells so much variety of stuff. Like, if you ever go in a military surplus store, I know a lot of people buy it online, eBay, etc., but just browsing around is great. You come up, you always find things. He had a World War II German bottle today, and I was just looking at it thinking, bet this could tell a story. And he lent me all this gear to use today. I've always had full access to anything from his store. When I went and slept on a 4-meter inflatable boat floating around the sea, that Basher the Tarps shelter, that was from his store. The French 2-man commando tent that I've used in the woods and various stealth camps, the bivvy stuff, the Mark IV woodland camo, you know, all the stealth camping stuff. Military surplus obviously is where it's at. Please give him a follow on his Facebook page. I'm going to sit here a little bit longer and then I'm going to get in for the night and I'll show you what it's like inside the tent.
Pleased to meet you. Welcome to Q Stores.
What an army surplus store this is. It's got a bit of variety. It's got everything, hasn't it?
Yeah, I try and always have a bit of a mix. I mean, it's 95% original surplus, and we also have tactical kit, survival kit, that sort of thing. But it's the island's only one as well, so I work hard at trying to get the stuff in for people who want to get out in the wilds.
Absolutely. Wild camping.
Wild camping is extremely popular.
Weather tonight, I think there's a chance of rain, but if it is, it's in the early hours. The winds are going to stay light. There we go. Oh, the flashing lights behind me. I'm downloading some drone footage. Or I should be. I've just left it on. The ventilation up a bit more. So here we go, this is it on the inside. I've just put the flex tail bug thing down there. There's a few gaps in here, but I'm not too worried. So yeah, I'm going to get in, there we go. This will be my view. Got these first though. Chocolate orange cookies. See if I can create some sort of light here. Limitation of a military tent. Nowhere to hang your light. Obviously the military probably don't want to be too visible for obvious reasons. The size of them, didn't expect them to be that big. They're a good size. No complaints from me. Well guys, hope you've enjoyed this camp so far. This side of the island gets really good sunrises, so I'm really hoping for that. Unless anything eventful happens, I shall see you guys in the morning. Hope you've enjoyed this one so far. I have. Loved it. Morning. It rained a little bit last night, only a tiny bit and not for long, but I did not get wet. No sunrise to speak of. It was very cloudy. I've just been watching a juvenile and adult seal patrol up and down, going in and out of the gullies looking for fish. It's quite smart actually. Had the drone up just checking them out. It's quite a warm night and it was plenty ventilated. However, this thing, I don't know whether this ground is just super hard or whether I'm just getting soft, but I must be getting used to the inflatable mat. But did the job, don't get me wrong, it did the job. Sleeping bag was perfect for these conditions, not too hot. I did hear what I thought was some sort of animals kicking in around this sort of side of the tent about 2, 3 in the morning, but I couldn't be arsed getting out to have a look. I'm going to start making all my gear up now on the leave no trace principle. Other than the fire pit, which was already established, you will never know I was here. And in fact, I've been picking some litter up just off the veranda bit there. The Land Rover, by the way, keep getting requests. I'm filming a walk around video, showing all the mods on this vehicle. Those with an eagle eye will spot there's quite a few subtle ones. But yeah, that's for another video. Right, let's get this stowed away. Sticking with the military theme, breakfast, I'm going to smash the all-day breakfast. I've got an oatmeal block. I'm going to try some of their instant coffee, just more out of curiosity. By the way, these energy drinks, I had one quite late last night, and yeah, I'm pretty sure they're full of caffeine. Doesn't say they are, but I was wired. So there you go, breakfast. Not going to go through the whole thing, but this is the oatmeal block. Surprisingly soft. Just before I leave, I've just come down to the beach just for one last look. There's a family of birds behind me just patrolling along. Seen loads of seals still. What a cracking spot. The wild camping stuff, that's sort of the foundation of this channel. That's where I see this channel going long term. The shark stuff and the boat stuff is cool, but I think if I'm still making videos years from now, there'll be videos like these showcasing this beautiful island that I live on, and wild camping, spending a night out in the wild. So thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoy these videos. I absolutely love making them. This is possibly my new favorite campsite. Seems to have it all. See you on the next adventure, whether it's a boat one, a landy one, or a wild camping one. See you soon, guys. All the best.